Hello, my name is Miguel for the Mobile Mechanic 757. We're doing a condensed version of a pre-purchase inspection for a wonderful customer. We're getting ready to look at a Chevy Spark. The first thing I do is I take my all-tell machine, and this will tell what the computer sees. So I'm going to plug this into the dongle. Find it right here. And already, this car's been rigged already. This is not part of the okay, so this is where they have the little trackers. If the person doesn't pay their bill, this right here is a tracker, and if you don't pay your bill,
that's how they find you. They come and get it.
Yes, because I was getting ready to go do the dongle, and it's sitting. The wires are all over the place. Let me put them back where they belong. So I'm getting ready to do the dongle once I get all this back together. I'll fix those wires later. All right, they're not supposed to be hanging out like that, but that's okay. All right, so we just turn the key forward. And now we're going to have the computer define what kind of car this is. It should come up. It's going to make a noise down there. All right, take this. There's your noise. And now the car is going to tell what kind of vehicle this is. And there you have it. I go through the whole entire vehicle. This is a Chevy. It's going to read the VIN for me. Boom. This is also bi-directional. I can turn things on and off. So it's going through what kind of car it is. Boom, 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 boom. I always start off this way. Okay, I'm gonna do an auto scan. You can see this is very fast. This is a 906 BT. And it's gonna go through all of these modules, and I'm going to give the customer a printout. While that happened, I'm going to pop the hood. Pop the hood, and I'm going to start looking at the fluids. All right, just because it looks good doesn't mean the car is good. So we're actually going to find out. You check the oil. The oil must be clean and full. She needs an oil change off the top. That oil's not transparent. It's not the worst, but to be selling somebody a car, that should be a lot better than what that is. It doesn't condemn the car. It just gives you a general idea of what you're working with. I always let the car be cold because I want to take off every one of the tops so that I can get my hands on. And I want to see if there's any oil, or does it look like fluid or sludge. That's good. That's for the radiator. That's crystal clean. I don't need to touch that. I also like to look inside this right here. That shouldn't have anything. It shouldn't have anything weird on it. And when the car starts, I'm going to turn the car off. There should be no smoke coming from this part right here, the oil. All right, so let's find out what the computer found. I believe this one is a sealed transmission, so there is no stick to pull. I will have to pull it on the diagnostic machine. We haven't started the car yet. Thus far, there are no codes. That doesn't mean anything. That's just right now. So I'm gonna start the car up. While I do that, I'll be testing out the heat and everything else at the exact same time. things are working in the direction they're working in it. I can see the air blowing down there. I can hear it up here. All right, so we're gonna let the heat come on. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna start seeing if this car has been in an accident. All you have to do is take a rag, which I'm not gonna use a rag, I'm gonna use a bag. I'm gonna be looking for any kind of accident this car has been in. All this except the bumpers is supposed to be metal. Any kind of repairs that wasn't done correctly, whatever, this won't stick to it. It's not gonna harm your car because it's inside of a bag. See? So this is what I do. Whatever's plastic is not going to stick, like your bumper, stuff like that. You also look at the lining, make sure it's nice and perfect. The creases should be from the factory. There shouldn't be any kind of weird creases. My finger should be nice and smooth all the way around, which it is. You can also tell if there was work done because you'll be able to see the paint will look. There. You can see it's holding on. It does not scratch the car because it's not even touching it, it's just a magnet. Most of this right here is going to be plastic. It's been in the accident right here.
Yeah.
And you can see where they try to use Bondo and try to repair it. From here to here, I can feel it, and you can physically see it. The scratch right here. So this has been in an accident in this area right here. Right here. This is how you get. You use the scratches to get some. You use the scratches and dents as a negotiation piece. This is all plastic. You'd be surprised what you think is really metal. Fiberglass. There's styrofoam behind here. Okay. Small little scratch, but that's nothing. I'm also, as I'm going, I'm looking at the tires at the exact same time, so I do multiple things at the same time. Looking at the creases, make sure they don't look. If it was like not even, then you know something's happened and they did not line it up. Nice good creases. Paint is chipping off a little bit. This is not even at all. This should be fixed. You see that? That's on them. Don't see anything wrong. But something happened to this door. And what might happen, the rain might get between the two and start raining on the inside. You wouldn't have never saw that. It looks very, very hidden, blended in. But see, I have to push it in and it still won't go in. It doesn't condemn the car, it's something they need to fix. I'm also letting your car heat up as while I'm standing here. Little scratchy watchy right there. The car has been through a lot in 43,000 miles. Literally. Nice good creases right here. Good tires. I'm gonna turn the tire around. I'm gonna turn the tire around. It's nice and even all the way across. Right now I can see the brakes. The brakes look very good. I can put my finger in there. I got a lot of meat inside here. The rotors are nice and smooth. So let's look at the other four. I'm still letting the car heat up. That's why I'm doing this. We're going to turn on all the lights. We're going to look in the front. Okay. We're looking for the lights, make sure there's no water inside them. Nice and good, straight across. I'm supposed to put my finger like this. There should be no cupping, no dipping, no nothing. I can put my finger in here, literally, and I can feel the meat. The meat's not that thick. Right back here are drums. I'm going to test that out by putting on the emergency brake. And a few pits. This car's been, whatever happened here, happened right here. See all that? So they hit a curve or something. It all lines up. Tire, all the tires are the same exact tire. Come back here. Nice and smooth all the way across. Same exact tires. You can tell these tires are almost new because you got these little things on them. They hit a curve right here too. This car's been hitting a lot of curves. Alright, so now we're going to use the computer. I am far from done. I'm going to see what the car is running since it's nice and warm. The battery is at 15 volts. Like you said, the alternator is putting out 15 volts, which is a good thing. So now I'm going to go directly to the engine module. 1.4 automatic. And I'm going to start looking at the live data. That's very important. You can't hide live data. So this is what's going on inside the car from the engine perspective of the computer. We're going to go to the fuel system first. You can see where the fuel pump is on, the engine is idling, the coolant temperature sensor. Mass airflow sensor. Let me change that real quick. All right, so since this is a small engine, this is almost matching the engine itself, which is actually doing good. Change that real quick too. You see the engine sensor is matching. Mass throttle position is doing what it's supposed to do. This is how much gas she has. 43%. It sees everything. Her timing's pretty good. She got a 5-volt reference. I got to find out what that is. That's in the fuel system. There's no reduced power, which is what happens when these cars go in limp mode. Okay, so we're going to go back and straight to the engine itself. Go to the engine. As you can see, it tells me everything I want to see. The air temperature outside is 59, which is the ambient, which is true. It tells the oil temperature, which is 109, which makes sense. We don't need to look at the mass airflow sensor. We just did that. Throttle position still at 5. Humidity. It tells everything. Closed loop. This is where it's important to me. This number should be minus or plus 10. Adding the short term and long term together, she's at -1. So the engine is running perfect, almost perfect. It's adding and subtracting fuel, which is very normal. But if you take the long term and the short term and add them together, it should be minus or plus 10. Either you're rich or you're lean or you're running good. So she's within the parameters. This is very important for pre-purchase used car inspections. The person can hide everything, but they cannot hide that. That's extremely important. I'm going to pull that up by itself. That's what the car warmed up. That is actually running very, very good. All right, so now I'm not done, but I'm going to start turning on lights, making sure her lights work, all her lights. Tell me if you see the high beat.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, so again, I'm going to reiterate, this is a condensed version of a pre-purchase inspection because the video will be very long. We take 1.5 hours, but we're condensing it. All right, next thing we want to do, since I'm at the door, make sure all the doors close correctly. No handle. Close it. Make sure it closes right.
Oh, okay.
This one opens. Closes right. This is the one that has this big gap in here. Something happened right here because you can see the paint. Let's see how it opens. While we're here, make sure the window goes up and down nice and easy. Make sure the locks do what they're supposed to do. Put this back up. There's no squeaking, which is good. So we're going to keep on going. We're going to check the trunk. We're also going to check this camera when we get done. We're going to put it in reverse and make sure that camera works. The car is being sold as one. Everything should work as one. What I'm looking for is a smell that smells like feet and any kind of rust. That means it's been in a car accident. Here's your. So let's look up and look up under here. There's a spare tire, which is good. A lot of cars don't have a spare tire. This has never been used. Nice and solid. There's no rust in this area, so it means it hasn't been flooded at this time. We're going to see if this opens and closes correctly. I'm going to hit the brakes. Tell me if this comes on.
Yes.
All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the air condition. I know the heat works because I got it on while the car was running. So now we're going to check the air condition. And what you're going to be looking for, if you look all the way down here, you see this pulley spinning right there? This one right here?
Mm-hmm.
Look below that. You see that silver thing outside that pulley?
Yeah.
All the way down? That's a compressor. The compressor's off. When I turn the air conditioner on, that should start moving. And I'm also going to check the temperature. So you staying right there? I'm going to go get something. I'm going to check the temperature. AC doesn't work. Yeah, I'll show you, man. Here's pulley right here. This all the way down right there. See that right there? That is a clutch. That is not engaging when I hit the button, so your AC does not work. Come in there, you can see I've already pressed the button. See the lid up? So I'm gonna press it again. And how I was wondering about that because I turned it on to defrost and I didn't hear the clutch either because oh, there it goes. I was I just heard it cut on. I just cut it back. It's like a
Yeah.
See it spinning? Okay.
So it was delayed, like?
That was too much delayed. All right, let's see. You're not gonna have super air conditioning because it's not that hot outside. But let's see what this says. This says 49 degrees, so it did come on. So now I'm going to turn it on to the defroster. Did it come on? Okay, so I have it on defrost. When you have it on defrost, the air compressor is going to pull that air. Oh yes, yeah, it's a defroster. It just was a delay, a big delay. Yeah, so I have it in defrost, so whenever you turn on your defroster, your compressor's gonna come on and pull that air out to get the windows stop being fogged up. So it came on, but it was very delayed, but it came on. All right, that's a good thing. I've already heard the radio. So now I'm gonna see what kind of heat is coming out of this car. Not that hot. Alright, so let's see what the temperature says. It should be 100 degrees at least, minimum. That is okay. All right, so the blend doors are opening, and now we're going up. We should be at a minimum of 100, so that's good. All right, so that works. I've already checked the radio. Already done all that. So, I'll turn on the emergency lights.
Yes.
Okay. Emergency lights are working. Good. We're about to go up under the car real quick. I'm going to go up under the car and I'm going to make sure that there's no rust or any crazy stuff, leaks, or whatever happening for me. I don't see anything on the ground. I don't see no shaking. I don't see no leaks. I don't see anything funny at all. I'm going to take each corner of the suspension and it should bounce equally. There you go. 1, 2. All right, if they had bad suspension, it would have kept on bouncing a little bit. So we're gonna go to the back. I'm trying to figure out where I could push it at on a plastic. That's equal. See that? You need to get the size fixed. I barely touched it. This is easily moving. See that? Yeah, that needs to be fixed 100%. No questions asked. Then you look on the top. Everything's good. We already looked around the car. We didn't see any rust or anything. When you do a test drive, are you allowed to go with a test drive? Mm-hmm. Okay. You can cut it off.